Hi, I'm Tash and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be focusing on opening and strengthening the region of the throat and the neck muscles. So you'll need a mat, a comfortable place to practice, and a cushion that is perhaps quite firm. So we'll start by using this cushion. Place it lengthways on your mat and bring your hips and your spine to the back of the cushion. And we're just going to begin to lie down over this cushion and allow the head to come down onto the floor. You are welcome to stretch the legs away from you and have the palms of the hands facing up. We're going to work with a breath called a Ujjayi breath, the opposite of our Ujjayi pranayama if you're familiar. So take a moment to get comfortable and close down the eyes. Consciously relax the muscles of your face. And take a moment to connect to your breath. Feel the area where you feel your breath in your body today. Welcoming in that movement. And then bringing the awareness to the jaw. Take a moment to bring the tongue away from the teeth and relax the tongue into the back of the mouth. See if you can let the jaw relax. Perhaps the lips and teeth part slightly. As you begin to let the breath fall in and out through the mouth. As you do this, begin to feel the throat relaxing too. Notice the sensation of air coming in and out through the mouth. Check in with how your throat feels as you breathe like this. And then when you're ready, really gently begin to lift up through the head. Push up through your elbows and remove your cushion to come and sit in a comfortable position on your mat. Relaxing the hands onto the knees. Closing the eyes and take a moment to notice how you feel. So taking an inhale, keep the eyes closed if you like. Looking up towards the ceiling, opening the front of the neck. Only go as far as feels good. And then exhaling, drop the chin towards the chest. Feel the length at the back of the neck. Let's just do this one more time. Take a breath in and lengthen through the front of the throat. Find that opening. Take a breath out, this time tucking the chin, and imagine you're trying to make yourself a double chin here. So really squeezing those muscles at the front of the neck. Really nice. And then coming back into center. Let's take a breath in to reach the arms up. And see if you can look up towards your thumbs. Take a breath out, press the hands together, and then drop the chin towards the chest. Just do this one more time, breathing in, reaching up. And then breathing out, calming down. Take your time, come onto all fours when you are ready. And taking an in-breath to drop the belly, look forwards, connecting to the throat. Exhaling round the spine, tuck the chin to the chest and find that double chin again. Inhaling to come forwards, opening through the throat, drop the belly. Exhaling, rounding through the spine, chin to chest. One more time. Inhaling, opening the throat. And exhaling, finding that rounding space through the spine. And then gently coming back to a neutral position. Let's walk our hands slightly forward so that our pelvis begins to drop, half plank pose. Take a breath in here. As you breathe out, push the elbows towards the back of the mat. See if you can begin to bring your chest and your chin towards the floor, lifting up through the hips. Take a breath out and slide forwards. And then inhale to lift through the chest. As you exhale, look over your left shoulder. As you inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, look over your right shoulder. As you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Relax your upper body. Inhale, tuck the toes. Push up and back to a child's pose. Take a breath in. Press through the hands. Lift your hips to downward facing dog. And then shake the head to release the neck. Nod yes, and shake no. Really nice. Take a moment here to reconnect to the breath. Taking an exhalation, drop your knees back down towards the ground. Inhaling, let's extend the right leg away from us. Exhaling, round through the spine, tuck the chin towards the chest. Inhaling, see if you can step that right foot through. Keep the left hand grounded onto the fingertips, and then inhale, reach the right arm up. And look up towards the thumb to find a stretch into the neck. As you exhale, begin to rotate the arm forwards, pointing towards the front of your mat. Follow the gaze with the hand. Inhaling to create your circle. And exhaling to come forwards. Use your breath. One more breath here. This time exhaling, bring the hands down. And step that right foot back into your tabletop. Just take a breath here to re-stabilize. Inhaling, left leg reaches back. Exhaling, round knee towards nose, press through hands. And then inhaling, see if you can step the left foot forwards. Coming onto the right fingertips, inhale, left arm up. And then exhaling to reach forwards, following with your gaze, creating those big circles. And see if you can let your mind focus on the thumb, on the sensations you're feeling in the body. One last round, inhaling up. Exhaling, plant the palms and step back into a tabletop position. Again, let's walk our hands gently forwards. And then as you exhale, see if you can drop your chin and your chest to the mat, keeping your pelvis lifted. Take a breath in to drop through the hips. Breath out, chin to the mat. And then as you inhale, again, lift through the chest. Option to press slightly through the hands here. Again, see if you can tuck the chin in, reach the crown of the head forwards. Exhaling, bring the chin down. Inhaling, push back into a child's pose. Take a breath in and a breath out through the mouth. Walk your hands back towards your knees. And then an option here to tuck all 10 of your toes underneath you. If this feels really uncomfortable, then you're welcome just to sit on your knees. So we're going to bring our hands forwards, hands pointing towards the front of the room. And an option here to let the hands point towards the back of your mat. Just do what feels best for your wrists. Slightly bend into your elbows. Take an inhalation and lift through the chest. And then as you exhale, gently round through the spine. If at any point this feels uncomfortable on the toes or the wrists, then come into a modified version. So we're going to do a lion's breath. Let's take a deep breath in. As you exhale, open your mouth and cross your eyes looking towards the ceiling. Really nice. Big breath in. Exhale, stick the tongue out, look towards the ceiling. One more time. Inhaling. And exhaling. Really nice. If you've had your wrists the wrong way around, then point them back forwards. Untuck your toes. And then bring the backs of your hands together, gently swaying them to release through the wrists. Really nice. Let's come and sit down on the mat. And coming into Pashimotonasana, forward fold. So if you know that you have tight hamstrings, gently bend through the knees. And the aim is not to reach for the feet, but to extend through the spine, keeping the chin gently tucked in towards the chest. So let's take a breath in and reach the arms up. Feel the extension of the spine here. As you breathe out, begin to hinge forwards from the hips. You may not come down very far. And fold over your legs. Take a breath in, again reach the crown of the head forwards. And then as you breathe out, calming gently down. So working with patience with your body here. Connect to your breath. Relaxing the muscles of the throat. And imagine in this pose if you could breathe down into your kidneys at the back of the body. And let's just take one more breath here. Breathing in, reaching up dynamically with the arms. Breathing out to bring the hands behind you. So let's bend through the knees and have them hip distance apart. Press through the hands and the feet to lift the hips up into a reverse tabletop. See if you can keep your chin tucked in towards your chest and imagine that you're squeezing a block between your thighs. Breathing. If your neck feels okay here, an option to begin to let it release slightly behind you, but only do so if it feels okay and that you can let the throat open. 2 more breaths. Really nice. Next exhale, slowly come back down. Be gentle with your neck. And then bring the soles of the feet together, 2 palms distance away from your hips. Take an in-breath, lift the chest. And exhale, fold forwards into butterfly. Again, listen to your body. Come down as far as feels good. Feeling the opening in the hips here. Just take another 2 breaths. Gently inhaling to come back up. Support your knees from the outside to bring them together. And then let's come and lie down on our backs. So using the strength of our core, let's release vertebrae by vertebrae onto the ground. And then extending your legs away from you. So we'll come into a fish pose. There's lots of variations of this pose. I'm going to start with a supported fish. So let's bring our hands underneath our bodies here, like you're sitting on your palms. And then gently pressing into the elbows. Squeeze the shoulder blades and see if you can begin to lift your chest up very slightly off of the mat. Now for some of us, we may not come very far. Depending on how open your upper back is and your throat, you may be able to lift up onto the top of your head, pushing up through your chest. See if you can find a place that feels comfortable for you. You can always use a support of a cushion underneath your chest here. And we're going to take 3 really deep breaths. So breathing in to the chest for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Breathing in, 4. Breathing out, 4. And then gently releasing when you're ready by pressing into the elbows. You can come off of your hands here and then bend the knees and gently sway them from side to side. When your back feels ready, gently squeeze the knees in towards the chest. Thanking the body for everything that it's done for you today. Taking an inhalation, really squeeze your knees into your chest. Option to lift up through the head so you come into a really tiny ball. And then exhaling, release. Coming into Shavasana, final resting pose. Take a breath out through the mouth. See if you can come into that Ujjayi breath again. Tongue to the back of the teeth. Jaw relaxing. Mouth slightly open so the breath can fall in and out with ease. Feel into the structure of the back of your head and let this support relax your throat, your neck even more. Let the whole body relax into the support of the earth. When you're ready, and stay here for as long as you need. Gently wiggle your fingers, toes. Take a big stretch. Gently bring the knees into the chest and roll over onto whichever side you choose. In your own time, coming up to seated, eyes softly closed. Hands meeting at the heart center. Thanking for this time to practice and connect to yourself. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.